Hello, and today I'm going to be making a basic tomato sauce spaghetti. Not going to bother with spaghetti bolognese. I might get a load of angry Italians over on my channel out of nowhere, even though no one watches my channel. So just to be safe, just a basic tomato one. There is an Italian video tutorial, however, so we'll see how it turns out. I have salt, pepper, parmesan, basil, olive oil, spaghetti, onions. Now I have 2 packets, 400 grams each of vine ripened tomatoes, and I also have 2 tins of 400 grams peeled plum tomatoes, which was suggested as an alternative on the website. But we require 1 kilogram of tomatoes, so what I should have done was I should have bought either 3 boxes of these vine ripened tomatoes, or I should have bought 3 tins of these peeled plum tomatoes, but instead I bought 2 of each. So I guess I'll use these and then add half a can of one of these because I'm messy like that. And then I have some garlic, which I'm sure is pretty out of date by now, but I'm not going to throw it away. So let's get started. This is all that remains of my chopping board, which I inadvertently just broke, and it was already broken into pieces. In fact, this was only half of it, so I guess I'll go without a chopping board today. Now, first thing is chopping an onion. Now, he does say if you have 2 onions, make it 2, if it's small, I mean. But it doesn't look that much smaller than the video, but at the same time it does, so I don't know. Let's see if I can do this. Oh wow, I need a bigger knife really, but it's all I've got right now. Okay, I'm gonna waste a lot, aren't I? Oh wow. Okay. Cut it in half. And somehow do what he did. Okay. With my very small knife. Wow. My eyes! My eyes! Ah! I am not doing this right. I wasn't meant to cut all the way through. I was meant to just cut to the end and then cut back the other way. Oh wow. As long as I get it done somehow. Oh wow. My eyes. They sting like a bee. I hate this. I thought I got over the cutting onions teary-eyed charade. Okay. Seems like I've become extra sensitive to it again. Wow. Maybe I just went through a phase in my eyes where I became immune for a while. Okay, I'm just gonna get this done and hopefully we'll be back. There's no way that I'm cutting another onion, but this is doing a lot better. That one was a bit thick. Oh, this is so difficult. This is not going to be finely chopped at all. What have I done? What have I done? the long way, folks. And it's still not thin, but it's gonna have to do. So now it's time to chop some garlic. Oh no, I don't want to get it mixed up. Shooting everywhere. Okay. I see I don't want to get it mixed up when I've got onion on my knife, but that's okay, that's fine. Well, his garlic's bigger than mine, or doesn't seem like there's that much here. So here we put in some olive oil. Not sure how much, probably a bit more, just to be safe. Probably more than a tablespoon. Then I'll put in the onion. Here we go. And we leave that for 5 to 7 minutes apparently. Now here's my basil. I guess I just take the leaves off. Now I don't have any strings, so I don't know what I'm going to do about these stalks that he put in. I don't know if it's specifically necessary to do this. I really don't know. I might just put the stalks in and see if I can pluck them out later. Is that possible? I think I'll try it. And if I see any stalks left over then in my dish, then it doesn't matter really, does it? I can still, you know, I can do the same thing. I can pluck them off. No problem. Got some baby leaves over here. He did say to leave some for garnish at the end, so I'm not sure. Usually people use the small leaves for the garnish, but it seems the small leaves are stuck to the stems. I don't want to take them off right now. So you know what, I'll just put in these two. I'll plop these two into the pan, why not? Here we go. So we put half to the side, and we will chop the rest of them. Let's see how well we do here. There's still some... Okay. You can see I'm terrible with a knife, as usual. As long as we get there, I suppose the method is okay. And I'm just being cautious about the onions in the pan. Don't want them to burn. Now I will add the basil and the garlic. Now this part is going to be interesting, I think. I got to cut all of these before the onions start burning, I guess. And I'll also add in half a can of this when it's time. So, I don't know how he did it. Cut it in half. Then cut like that and like that. Do I have to do this for all of them? Who cares about that? Just eat it. Cut that and cut that. Okay. Again. Cut that and cut that. And then we roughly chop. I've got to get through all of those, it seems. So wish me luck. Oh no, the juice is going to go everywhere because my knife isn't that sharp. Okay, if I do it this way, then it's okay. Oh. So I'll see you once I've got through all of these, shall we? And here we are, and this looks like a lot of tomatoes to be honest, but I'm gonna have to check again how much he had, but he said 1 kilo and that's 800 grams. And I've got gonna have 200 from the cans. Fortunately I wasn't paying attention enough and I had no idea we needed balsamic vinegar, so that won't be going in. Wow, that's not a lot of room in there. I'll bother with the extra tomato from the can because this is a lot for this small pan. I keep saying I need to get a bigger pan, but here we are. There's our sauce. Looks nice and bright though. See if we can mix this around in this tiny pan. Oops, we'll survive. And apparently we leave this for 15 minutes. Not exactly a sauce right now, is it? Oh wait, I see some juice at the bottom, so that's hopeful. That gives me some hope. Boiling water, I've just put in some salt and I'm going to put in some pasta. Here we go. I feel like I needed more water in here, possibly. I feel like I needed more water, for sure. Okay, here we go. How did his go in so effortlessly? They must know he's Italian. Here we go. Apparently they need only 5 minutes, and I'm not sure if it says that on my packet. My packet says 8 to 10 minutes, but I don't think this is whole grain. I think it would say otherwise, so yeah. Made in Italy though. Okay, now my sauce, so-called, looks nothing like his looked. Mine hasn't reduced as his has, so I'm not sure what to do. I guess I could still mash it, that might help. Was the heat on too low? I don't know. This maybe help the heat spread around. It's looking a little more like a sauce, but not really. Got a lot of chunks in here, which haven't reduced. So let's remove that stalk. I have another one in here somewhere. Let's go look for it. Wait, there's one. I mean, I don't think it's a big deal as if you keep that in. I think I should have just got chopped tomatoes. It would have been a lot easier since they're already nice and small, chopped. Okay, let's add some salt. This is, by the way, sea salt crystals. Let's add lots of pepper, apparently. Oh, I'll put in a lot of pepper. Is this enough? I have no idea. But okay. I think my pasta is about ready. So I'll get that out now. But apparently we need to keep 1 cup of water. So how do I do that? Wow, okay, that wasn't wise. Okay, I have this pan free after putting the spaghetti to drain. I think I can transfer this to that pan now, because I'm going to have to add all the spaghetti into it later on. Oh wait, this is on very high heat, so I need to move this over here. So now it can probably mix up all the salt and pepper pretty good that way. So as you can see, still lots of chunks in there. So I'm going to put in my spaghetti, and you probably need a flat pan. I have no idea what difference it makes, but hopefully not too much of a difference. Wow, now I'm going to have to mix this up. Should really put it in little by little and to mix it. Make my life a bit easier, but no. Okay. Seems like there's not much sauce in here. I'm sure it's just all at the bottom. And by sauce I mean chunks of tomato. Let's go from the bottom. At least try to the top. I'll add the magical water, see if this helps. Really seems quite plain at the moment, doesn't it? And doesn't make a lot of sense. Did I see another stalk from earlier? Oh well. So I'm going to add parmesan. Hang on. Some parmesan cheese. Ah! Okay, not very good at opening packets either. Here we go. That's what it looks like now. And let's just sprinkle a lot of parmesan over this. Why not? The whole thing. And you know what? I'll probably mix that in. because I don't think the sauce is going to be enough. Don't want burnt cheese, however. That would just be one more problem to deal with. I have no idea how he does that tower thing, so... Whoa! I'm not going to attempt to do that. I'm just going to put it straight in. Not all of it. Oh wow. This is heavy. Wow. Okay. This is a great mess, as you can tell. Maybe I should turn the heat off. Okay. Let's bring back what we can back onto the ship. And let's try and tie some pepper. I think I'm probably going to need it. Wait, which way around? This way around. Don't want to break this. I'll put on some the rest of the basil I had. Here we are. Seems a bit wet. I think it's because of the tomato juice I had on the desk earlier, and a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, but it's not Greek like in his video. This is Spanish, and there we have it. Whoa, there we have it. Yeah, it probably would have looked better. It probably would have looked better putting it all in like a big stack, but then I'd have to eat it all in one go, and don't want to try that. Shall we try some? Oh no, now I have to try and... I'm useless with a fork, oh my. Okay. Well, the main problem, as we can see, is that it doesn't seem to be very saucy. Here we go. I can definitely taste basil. Wow, not much red in here at all, is there? For a sauce. You can see me failing in every level. It doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't taste fantastic. I wouldn't call it tasty. It's quite plain, but it's not the sort of plain that would turn me off from eating it. It's the sort of plain that was just very unimpressive, and I can eat it fine to get my calories in, to get my requirements in to eat, and but it's not something that is very exceptionally tasty and memorable. It's just spaghetti that has been without a sauce. But it's not as plain as spaghetti if I just made it in the pan. It's not as plain as if I just put it in the boiling pan and then took it out. There is something else there. It's just not very flavorful. But anyway, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll create something a bit more interesting next time. The video I was trying to follow is in the description. The link to that video is down below, so why don't you try and accomplish something better yourselves. Thank you very much. See you next time. Try some. Oh no, now I have to try and... I'm useless with a fork, oh my. Okay. Well, the main problem, as we can see, is that it doesn't seem to be very saucy. Here we go. I can definitely taste basil. Wow, not much red in here at all, is there, for a sauce? You can see me failing in every level. It doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't taste fantastic. I wouldn't call it tasty. It's quite plain, but it's not the sort of plain that would turn me off from eating it. It's the sort of plain that was just very unimpressive, and I can eat it fine to get my calories in, to get my requirements in to eat, and but it's not something that is very exceptionally tasty and memorable. It's just spaghetti that has been without a sauce. But it's not as plain as spaghetti if I just made it in a pan. It's not as plain as if I just put it in a boiling pan and then took it out. There is something else there. It's just not very flavorful. But anyway, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll create something a bit more interesting next time. The video I was trying to follow is in the description. The link to that video is down below, so why don't you try and accomplish something better yourselves. Thank you very much. See you next time. This is what we need. Grated mature cheddar. Yes, just attack it all over. Here we are. Who cares if it's cold? It's great. It's great. Who cares? More pepper. I don't think I've had pep and cheddar like this before. But why not? The merrier. Indeed.